Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Juice Savvy Reacts. You already know, man.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Let's get right to the video.
Is your everyday average woman. Most women do not have a criminal record. Most women have their own car, crib, and career. So as a man, when you have those things, you're top tier because your counterparts are doing so bad that when you as a man do exactly what the average woman is doing, and don't prioritize fitness, and you handsome and you taking care of yourself, oh no, don't mess around and prioritize that. Yeah. So I just want to say that most women don't have criminal records. Most women aren't living off of men. Most women are independent.
My whole thing is,
What?
bro, what is she talking about? I'm so lost. She's talking about how men who are top tier are the same as the average woman. Then talking about how most women don't have criminal records. If we're talking about the top tier men, they probably don't have criminal records, most of them. I mean, most guys who rise to that level of status typically, probably aren't in that type of that life unless they were, maybe a rapper or something, athlete. But yeah, most successful black men weren't really, don't have criminal records, bro. Some do, but she's talking about a minority. I don't know what she's talking about.
Counseled so many women who are going through traumatic heartbreak off of a man she moved into her house, who drive her car. Sis, don't you know he wouldn't even be with you if he had his own car, crib, and career? Nobody falls in love as fast than a homeless man. As a top tier man, you just gotta be like an average woman. Be independent. Get your own money. Don't lean and depend on a woman. Ladies, when you meet a good man who is independent, who don't need you for nothing, you got to understand that type of man is rare. Wow. You got to respect that man. Now, don't be nobody fool now. Don't be nobody fool. But, you need to vet him, have discernment. But, ladies, let me know in the comments. The man who broke your heart, did he move into your crib or you moved into his? Come on, let's spare the next generation. Who the man that traumatized you? Because broke men are angry men. That's why you don't date them broke. Because they're mad. They're upset. Okay? Comment below. What happened?
So this young lady right here, her name is Anissa, the content creator. Lip plumpers, I guess she specializes in that. She coaches women. She went through a transformation herself, if you will. I think she used to be a BBW with bad or gap teeth. She did some things to change her life around, and now she's making videos. But this video, definitely, I think she mostly makes videos for women or whatever, for women empowerment. The one I think I covered before was about how she said women should give their phone numbers to men because men are dangerous and they might do something to you. And just be nice to men and give them your number, and it's not like you can't block them later on or whatever, just to prevent yourself from getting into a situation where he curses you out or becomes violent. But anyway, this video I thought was interesting, where she said, and it went viral, especially on Instagram, couldn't find the original video on TikTok or Instagram, so I just saw another third-party website share it, so I just downloaded it from there. But she said a top-tier man is the same as an average woman. Shout out to her for saying that women overlook a lot of these things, and she's specifically talking to you women who date pookies, right? Who move pookies in, and as she said, you become heartbroken. And
that's what I was saying, like the top tier man, they talking about the pookies. That's the guy they talking about. Those guys who got records and the attractive, the Tyrone. That's who they talking about. They're not talking about the top tier. That's the guy they want, right? The businessman, the dude who got money, from doing whatever he do legitimately, right? But they fall for the street type of dudes who got records and all of that. And honestly, to go off what she was saying, her original claim was that the average woman is equal to a top tier man. Nowadays, that's almost kind of true. As far as if we're just talking about like looks and status wise, for a man to get like most times for a man to get have his way with the average woman, he has to self improve. Whereas the average woman um, has access to the top tier man and or close above average men just from being an average woman. But average men don't have that same power. We can't go and get an average woman really, or especially an attractive or above average woman as an average man. It's going to be so much harder. You have to be above average in at least 2 to 3 qualities nowadays to even be in the same playing field as the top tier man. The top tier man still struggles. He still has to deal with the games, but honestly, it's still like crazy to me that just when you improve, even when you get to your finish line, women are still gonna play games with you. You're still gonna run into all types of different nonsenses that the woman will do and never stops, So the best thing guys can do is just keep improving, and don't focus on any one woman, Know they come and go and have fun. Enjoy your turn.
You typically see this in the black community, and I'm assuming that's her audience is mostly black women, where black women will move a man in because for some reason they just find it more exciting. It's not about a man being in love. You can be a man with some money or wealthy and show a woman that you have that you like her and you're interested in her, and it turns her off. Pookies have managed to give this narrative that shows that they need a woman or they need her, and that's pimping 101. You have to have a woman do something for you. You have to give a woman something to do. What turns a woman off a lot of times is when you do have your stuff together and she feels like there's nothing that she can really fix. This man, what value am I bringing to this man? So a lot of times she'll self-sabotage, or as I like to say, take the trash out, which is another video I'm going to be doing. And she's just out of there because she's like, what am I doing here? Even though you're treating her right, she'll break it down and you just clapping her cheeks and she's not getting anything out of it because she feels like there's no value that she's adding to you. Women have to feel like they're adding value to you. Now, I always say there's 2 types of women.
Women don't really care about adding value to you. I'm gonna be honest. Nowadays, like especially the younger they are, they don't give a shit about adding any kind of value. Let's see what he's gonna get into.
You have the women who she's describing who like to take care of men, who like to have that power and authority over a man and be able to kick him out at will, and feels like she's helping this man, building him up. You have those builder women. You have women who are leeches who just get with women just to get whatever they can get out of a man and just basically like, give me money, 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 money.
Yeah.
The very small 1% are the women in between. I'm just being honest. This is from my experience with women, right? And to take it even further, when she say a top tier man, when we talk about the sexual marketplace value of people, right? A top tier man has the same options as an average looking woman.
Yeah.
And I was having this conversation last night with a young lady, and I was just like, yo, women are bombarded with attention and comments, likes, especially if she's on social media. Men trying to approach her, for lack of a better term, and she's like,
then on dating apps, bro, the top tier man goes on dating apps. He doesn't get the same amount of attention as the average woman. And it could also be location dependent, but I don't care what y'all say. An average woman goes on Instagram or Tinder right now, makes an account. She's getting 99 plus likes the first day. The top tier man, maybe he gets 50 likes the first day, maybe at best. Maybe he gets 99, but again, that's location dependent. The average woman can go anywhere in the world and get attention from men. It doesn't matter, right? She can always find a guy who's willing to sleep with her, right? No matter where she goes. She can always have options. The average man can't always find or have women at his disposal he can sleep with. And a lot of guys would like that, which is why, channels like these and dating psychologies and studies exist because guys are trying to figure out how to get laid, you know? So, the imbalances are forever just getting crazier. Like to deal with the average woman, you need to become a top tier man nowadays. It's ridiculous. It's like the goalpost keeps moving, you know? And it could feel frustrating, but that's the reality, It's the reality of things. The more your status raises as a man, the better options you have, right? That's like the barrier for entry nowadays when it comes to just dating.
Who do I decide on? The value of a man lessens, and when the value of a man is like this, you really can't choose a man. You make bad decisions, or you just like, okay, I think this dude is cool, and it's really not, and it's a sad state to be in. Women have tons of options that they can decide to use discernment, as she says, give their time to, and okay, is this guy right for me? I can have a phone conversation. And most dudes do want to talk to you on the phone. They'll be like, yeah, let's talk on the phone. And you can kind of decide. And you still end up unhappy, which is crazy. Now, she gets into other stuff, not on this video, but about the men who are top tier, who, when we think about top tier men, we think about men a lot of times equates to wealth, right? What he does have. When we speak on these platforms, hey, we take a guy like that's wealthy, that has status, that has clout, that's able to make things happen, that has power and leverage in whatever industry he's in. And with
Yes, that can be a top tier man as well. We also have to think about the physical aspects, right, of a top tier man. A top tier man could also be physically strong, Is he have a good waist to shoulder ratio, right? Is he in shape, fit? Does he take care of himself, right? Is he tall? These are all things that can maybe, attributable to that of a top tier guy, not just status and money, because, again, that's pushing the goalpost even more. Not all of us will be rich. That's something that is just the reality of things. Only a certain amount of people are millionaires. Only a certain amount of people make $100,000 a year. Once you make $100,000 a year, you already are damn near above average in income, right? And $100,000 a year to some people is not crazy money, right? Nowadays, So, top tier man isn't just money and status. It is also the physical, which is what I talk about on my other channel, Juice Savvy. Tap in.
other people, he has influence, right? He's able to say things, or just, he doesn't really have to pursue a woman. Women come to him. That's a top tier man, right?
Yeah, he's able to attract.
And she'll do whatever he says without him having to really, because what he's done, what he's accomplished is already set. So he doesn't.
And yeah, he's already, his resume already speaks for itself, right? As a top tier man, she knows what he's already about. So she knows, I'm going to go in this and be on my best behavior. She's going to be less combative. Here's the thing. It just seems like dealing with a woman who really likes you, if she really finds you attractive and wants to be a part of your mission as a man, then she's gonna just figure her way to fit right into your life and be an asset, right? As he was saying in the beginning. But if she doesn't want to be combative, if she doesn't want to be cooperative, she wants to be combative and do things how she sees it, you know, is that really the woman for you? At the end of the day, you know, you should want your woman to see you as a top tier man. You know, in her eyes, you are a Greek god, or you are the top tier man. You know, you're her best option. That's how you want her to see you every single time. And if she doesn't see you that way, you're a placeholder. If she doesn't see you that way, then um, does she really like you like that? You know, is she really physically attracted to you? So
Doesn't have to really brag about it, especially if he's well known. A woman, by virtue of her being a woman and having a pussy, men are just trying to clap. Men are trying to get with her, especially she's very attractive.
facts.
Like it's a no-brainer. You have so many options. Now, as opposed to a man, let's say a man, a wealthy man, or a man that's doing quite well for himself, he has like 2 or 3 options. A woman can have that within a matter of minutes.
And the thing is, yeah, she can have that, but it's just guys that want to smash. It's not guys that actually want to settle down and get in a relationship with her. That's where a lot of girls struggle. When it comes time for them to find a relationship, they can't. Why? Because a lot of them can't find guys to commit to them. A lot of girls have just focused on having fun. Some of them, have kids. There's a lot of things that women do, bad habits, they gain weight that affects them, their market value, right? So just the one thing is, with this,
She can sort through 60, 70. You hear a lot of women, they say they
yeah, the one thing is with this, you have to just know that even when you improve as a man, you have options. It's not gonna be the same as a woman's, and that's okay. But your options will probably be better. You'll have quality options, right? You'll be able to go out and get and pull and get the attention of uh, certain women, right? Average women, you'll be able to run through the average woman all day. The more attractive girls, you may have to put in a little more work for them just because they're probably used to a certain type of treatment. Doesn't mean you have to simp or, compromise yourself or your morals or anything. Just, the more attractive the girl is, the more you may have to do, just depending on how much she likes you. But always deal with girls who really like you. That's what I would say, who are highly interested, no matter what they look like. Again, no ugly, nothing ugly, but y'all know.
get on these apps, not just
Not like
outside.
that.
And there's a whole different video about why women get on apps, right? As opposed to men. But women have these options and they become overwhelmed. It's like going into a cookie store or a candy store and they're like, whatever you want, you can have. You can take it with you. And she's just like, I don't know what. That's what it's like being just an average or below average woman. She has the same sexual marketplace value as a top tier man. Cheer, no, she doesn't. Some of these women can get in rooms that you guys can't, that you guys actually have to work for. And she was talking about broke men are frustrated and things like that. A lot of times they are, but a lot of times they're living on cloud nine because they know that they can use women. They have a mouthpiece. They develop these things early on. Which,
Yeah, and the damn near survival skill, having to be a broke dude, try to live off women, bro. Got to be a top tier survival skill, bro. Cause of what, man? That is crazy. Yeah, nah, but it's facts though. The statement's super true.
like I say, I put it in line with a P. If you're a P, You can make a living just by taking money out of a woman's ass. And that's what I call a pookie. A pookie is just another P, in my opinion.
That's real.
Disagree with me if you want. I'm just saying. But yeah, let me get up off this, man. Hey, let me know what you guys think.